Hi there, beautiful souls watching. Thank you and welcome. I'm Gabrielle, retired medium in Germany, and I like to share some of my otherworldly experiences and insights. So, this one is about orbs and what are they? I didn't know about orbs until I found them on my photographs. I used to take a lot of photographs, especially when I was traveling in Asia and lately in the last time in years and decade I traveled to Brazil. And it once happened to me that in the afternoon, I decided I'd like to do the Agnihotra fire ritual from India. And okay, so I prepared everything. And the funny thing was, I had no copper vessel in which to burn the cow poop. So I went to the market in the nearby town with my rented car in Brazil, and it was just a trial because I never saw something like these copper vessels they use in Europe and in India to burn the cow poop in. And when I arrived at the market, that was so funny. Um, I parked my car, and right opposite from me, there was a new stand at the little market fair, and they had copper vessels like they use in India, also to cook in good Indian restaurants, the food in. And it seems that copper has some special qualities. So I was so lucky, and it was kind of a sign. So I bought this little pot, and went home. And cow poop was easy to find on the meadows around. And so in the evening, shortly before I wanted to do the ritual, there was such a wonderful sun in the sky, so that I took out my camera and photographed the sun going down with all the wonderful colors in the sky and so on, and the palm tree. And when I looked at it later on my computer, enlarged, I saw all these white balls, big ones semi translucent, and small ones very concentrated and not looking translucent. And they were all in front of the palm tree, and there were many. And I thought, "Ooh, what's that about?" And I started researching. Well, you come across the normal stuff like that's an effect of your camera lens and blah, 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 or insects, or just a piece of dust. And I did not believe that, because there were clearly no wings of an insect to see, and a piece of dust, that tiny, cannot make a ball like this. I don't believe that. So I researched further on and came across some other more spiritual explanations, like this is the way or the mechanism how spirit or souls are traveling. And I think it's about the Merkaba, if you know how to do that. Then you kind of, like a black hole, you just implode to your inside, and you are just this ball or sphere of light, which is kind of your soul unphysically. So I asked my guides why were so many orbs before my ritual hanging around in the tree. And my guides told me, funny thing, they said they already knew that you would go to do the ritual, and this ritual is creating some kind of portal or a light channel to higher realms. And stuck souls or whoever wants to use this kind of light channel to ascend to a higher density or dimension, however we want to call that, can use this ritual and the light channel that's produced by that. So they were already knowing, because in the astral world they see what you are going to do, and everything is kind of known because you have access to your soul and the knowledge on the other side without the body, instantly, more or less, as long as you don't close yourself off and don't engage with what you're encountering on the other side. So that's their way of traveling. And it might be the soul of a deceased one. It might even be an animal traveling that way, because I found on the internet even photos of orbs where there were faces visible in there. And I have one photo where there's clearly some kind of a dog or a wolf, and another one where you can clearly see the features of a bear. And I even have photographs from orbs from friends of mine, because I was so interested. They sent me theirs. And when I enlarged them on my computer, I even found kind of the mirror image of a tiny oval disc in there with windows, and I saw also people behind the windows. So there was kind of a UFO also in this little orb. And I thought that's very interesting, because I know about some experiences of other people that see one light in the sky at night and think it's a UFO. And then it's coming closer, and suddenly it's kind of dividing into several, into 2 or 3 or 5 or more. So that's still a curious thing, but I'm very convinced now that orbs really are kind of the transportation of soul and spirit. And I have never seen an orb with these 3-dimensional eyes. Others reported about that also on the internet, that they can see them with their eyes. But I saw some videos of other people where suddenly, boop, there was an orb, a kind of point of light flowing through the screen. So that's very interesting. Might be a spirit guide, might be a deceased loved one, or might be some ET connection. There are many different possibilities. So I just want to share that I think, okay, that's my opinion. You don't have to believe me anything. Make up your own mind, please. And look what you maybe experienced or encountered. It's the transportation of spirit and soul, and they know how to use their light body already and bilocate with that. Oh, and another thing they want me to say. I had difficulties in the beginning when I heard, oh, you can ask your guides or the angels to prepare a parking place for you, you know. And I thought, whoa, they have better things to do than creating a parking space for me when I have to go and do my shopping at the grocery store or the supermarket. But then my guides told me, no, you think wrongly, because they can not only bilocate, they can trilocate, and even more, they can be in many places at once, especially the angels, because they are kind of a universal energy. So to them, our small restrictions and thinkings about time do not apply to them. They are free and they roam around. I would love to have an orb flying through my video, but until now it did not happen. So I'm still waiting. Maybe one day someone will fly by and make this little light appearance. So that's all what I know until now about orbs, and I wanted to share that with you. Hope you get something from it, and I leave you with that. Thank you for watching, beautiful souls. Blessings, love, and light onto your path. Bye.